FCK, Nezzie Monster, Mad Libs, and false sexual harassment. Something.
This video is just...
Well, yeah, they ended up threatening suicide a lot and faking it and shit. Oof. Alright. I'm excited. Take it away, Akumu.
a teaser for what's to come.
Let me know if you can't hear it. His microphone's kind of shit.
Preparation for your palates. I've been talking about this project for 5 or 6 months, and I haven't shown anything for it. For those that don't know, the FCK or Fruitcake Cuck series is a retrospective documentation project I've been working on. As the name would suggest, it goes over the FCK, a group of mainly art commentators. Oh boy, you and I already know that this is gonna be fun. It'll be going over the group's antics towards me and others, taking place from 2019 to 2020 with
Yeah, can you guys understand this? He talks pretty fast, too.
a hint of 2021 and 2. All of the members and those that surrounded and helped
Sounds
them,
good to
not
you?
a single one of them will be left out. After all, that just wouldn't be fair. As a friend of mine put it, we will leave no stone unturned. Even fucking Ursula will have her time to shine, and there's plenty to say about that bitch, but we'll cross that road when we get there. This video...
Oh my god, I can already taste the vitriol. Damn! I wonder why he has a problem with Ponder Sprocket. I can only speculate. Don't worry. Sorry. Sorry. Don't worry, that bitch will get... I'm dying already. Sorry, Akumu, go on. Why is he so edgy? I mean, he used to use Light Yagami as his avatar, so...
Mad Libs' big video on me, in place of her Nezzie Monster segment, but its own video. How exciting. This is the video that I've been teasing the most with my community tab and fucking...
Is there... Nope, no captions for this. Sorry, guys.
...with Nezzie, looking at the never-ending ironic shit that she tweets on a daily basis.
Hold on. Anyway, I wanted to read this tweet. This is Nezzie Monster saying, I cannot describe the absolute relief of seeing someone get everything they deserve. Like, yeah, my will to live has at least somewhat returned. What does he say about this?
Nezzie, looking at the never-ending ironic shit that she tweets on a daily basis.
Irony, implying that, like, somehow, Nezzie is now getting everything that Nezzie deserves. Okay?
I can just feel the Christmas spirit, the joy, and I want to share that. I'm in a giving mood, so think of this as a gift.
He's really like going hard into the villain stuff.
To Nezzie. To the others, fret not. Your time will come. Welcome back to another video in the FCK series.
Yay.
This video is
Oh wait, it's another one?
Picking up the Nezzie Monster segment from Mad Libs' hit piece video on me that was released on September 29th of 2020, where they made sexual harassment allegations on a minor that they knew were false. My original response video pointed this out, and they attempted to hide that segment from their video by cutting it out. On the 21st of...
Okay, so Mad Libs and Nezzie Monster made a video, and in that video, they made claims that a minor sexually harassed somebody, and then that they knew were false, and then tried to hide the evidence of them doing that by removing that section of their video. Doesn't that mean that usually when people remove a section of their video, like about certain claims that they've made, usually that means that they're rescinding that accusation, not hiding it. You can't hide an accusation. That you're taking back the accusation, you're not hiding it.
January 2021.
Yeah, there she is making such tweets. Oh, sorry.
Nezzie Monster released a twit-long...
Oh, sorry, I was gonna read your comments. Irony in the sense that Nezzie would consider tweets like that bad, yet she is making such tweets. Oh, I think it's a means to display that she is a hypocrite and should not throw stones. Well, I think he was saying that that post was ironic. And the implication I got from that is that Akumu is implying that she is gonna be exposed and then get everything that she deserves, meaning like something bad, I'm guessing. So he's saying like that's ironic because it's about to apply to her, I guess.
Longer apology. So drama from a couple of months ago that I do...
Sorry, hold on, I need to back up a little bit.
...from their video by cutting it out. On the 21st of January 2021, Nezzie Monster released a twit-longer apology. So drama from a couple of months ago that I do need to clarify.
I might read this myself first, because he talks really fast. I might miss some stuff. Oh yeah, there's also the double entendre. Yeah. So this is a twit longer from Nezzie Monster from the 22nd of January 2021. So, drama from a couple months ago that I do need to clarify. A couple of months ago, I apologized for not handling a situation correctly. So this isn't the apology, this is just a statement about her apology. Okay, anyway. For not handling a situation correctly. I banned someone for sending a shirtless photo. I banned someone for sending a shirtless photo to another individual without permission. I reacted hastily. I undeniably panicked and warned the server. Is that all it takes to be considered sexual harassment? Just sending somebody a shirtless photo? Okay, anyway. Seems a bit harsh. Let's see. Someone then came to me saying that I was falsely accusing his friend and proceeded to send me screenshots that were not related to the situation, and in fact, from months before. They decided to wait and make a video showing the screenshot proving otherwise instead of showing me then and there to clear the air and rectify the situation. I let them talk, comma, and they decided to withhold information for some kind of gotcha moment. However, I am still at fault. I should have calmed down and properly looked at the situation. I have already apologized for how I handled the situation before knowing this, but I want to apologize again. I did not intend for this to happen, nor did I have any malicious intent. I apologize to the individual I banned, and for causing panic in my server. It will not happen again. Have a nice day. Alright, so pretty solid statement, right? She's apologizing directly to the person that she banned and accused of this, and she's taking responsibility for those actions. So far I'm not seeing what the problem is, but Akumu will probably enlighten us.
Verify. A couple of months ago, I apologized for not handling a situation correctly.
Is he gonna read the entire thing? So I might skip forward a little bit.
Or knowing this, but I want to apologize again. I did not intend for this to happen, nor did I have any malicious intent. I apologize to the individual I banned and for causing panic in my server. It will not happen again. Have a nice day. Someone did call Nezzie Monster's bullshit out with a recording of mine and hers DMs.
So this is the twit longer, and then somebody replies, but you didn't apologize to him, though. I mean, she just did, in the tweet longer. Even if she didn't apologize before, she apologized in the twit longer. Yeah, okay, Nezzie Monster says, I literally just did. That was the whole point of this. I did it multiple times. I would have apologized sooner if I didn't have information literally withheld from me.
She responded by again claiming she was withheld information, claimed that I admitted to sending person A to stalk her, and that she—
Whoa, hold up. You mean this information you got months ago? You're blatantly just lying at this point, plus you have blank blocked. If you really wanted to apologize, you would have unblocked him so we would have seen this. Are they talking about Akumu? Then here's like, I can't read this. You're blatantly just lying at this point, okay.
And that she was sent information, claimed that I admitted to sending person A to stalk her, and that she—
It's not what the screenshot shows, but okay.
She was sent a cropped screenshot that only said send here.
1. This is Nezzie Monster. 1. I have him blocked because he was sent to stalk me, as Akumu literally admitted— Oh, this is the screenshot that says it. That should have been shown earlier, but whatever. As Akumu literally admitted— I like how the other one— Oh, maybe that— Okay, that was the minor that was being accused, not Akumu. Okay, got it. I mean, yes, if it's unprompted and not wanted, legally it's sexual harassment. It's crazy how many things are actual grounds for sexual harassment. I mean, I guess? Depends on the context, though, doesn't it? I don't know if I completely buy that it's sexual harassment yet. Anyway, 2. I got a cropped screenshot saying, send here, and that's it. Sorry. I got a cropped screenshot saying, send here, and that's it. The situation is done. I fucked up, and I admit that. I have apologized publicly. We're done here. Fair enough. It seemed like— I mean, now she's apologized twice, at least.
and that was it. Coincidentally, just 2 days later on the 23rd, Madlibs released a video titled "A Mistake in My Akumu Video." It's just 3 minutes, so I'm gonna play its entirety.
Hey guys, it's Madlibs again.
Okay, so this is Madlibs.
I'm really sorry about all the fucking downer uploads lately, but this is something that I feel needs to be addressed.
Grammar is the grammar is the difference between helping your Uncle Jack off a horse and helping your Uncle Jack off a horse. You're right. Yeah, emphasis matters too, surprisingly. The words that you decide to emphasize matter. So, yeah, grammar and punctuation go a long way.
Recently, somebody came to me
That's a good point.
with concerns about a segment in that video I made about Akumu. They sent me a screenshot which proved that I made a huge mistake in the Nezzie monster segment. There was a screenshot that proved that the person in question, whose name I censored in the video and whose name I'm still not going to say directly, did ask before sending the shirtless photo of himself. I had never seen this screenshot. No one ever.
So Madlibs herself is confirming that she received proof that the shirtless picture was like consented to before it was sent. Okay, interesting. The plot thickens.
Sent it to me. If I had seen it, I would not have included that segment in the video at all, or I would have heavily rewritten it. The girl who this happened to has been talked to, and she says that she was still made uncomfortable, and I'm not trying to say that her feelings are invalid.
Yeah, but if you say, you know, if you're like, I assume that he was like, hey, can I send you a picture with my shirt off? I don't know how you would ask that, but I assume he asked something along that line, and then she was like, yeah, sure, Lo Mao, and then she got it and was like, I no longer consent to this. Something like that.
If she was uncomfortable, she was uncomfortable. However, since the way that I wrote the segment was heavily reliant on the misinformation that the person did not ask, I feel like it would be wrong to keep it in because it is spreading misinformation.
Oh my god, Raph.
I was going to wait.
Oh, right. Okay,
on the misinformation that the person did not ask. I feel like it would be wrong to keep it in because it is spreading misinformation. I was going to wait until my video where I come back to talk about this. I was going to have a segment at the end where I apologize for all mistakes that I've made regarding current and past dramas. But Akumu has been making videos claiming that I'm cut it out because I'm trying to hide it and trying to act like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Completely ignoring the fact that there is a pinned comment on the Akumu video acknowledging and apologizing for my mistake. But
yeah, I wonder if Akumu understands this, but if you say something in a video and then later you find out it isn't true, and then you cut out that part because you no longer believe in that accusation, it's not hiding the evidence that you made the accusation. It's rescinding the accusation and then recognizing it's a recognition that you were wrong. And then I guess she also had a comment on that video with her addendum, like pointing out her mistake, which is even better, it's basically what you're supposed to do if you make an inaccuracy in one of your videos, right? I feel like Akumu is twisting the intention, just from what I've seen so far, into, like, again, just trying to make it out to be, like, the most, insidious intent, I guess you could say. Nice fan in the background of the vid, though. Oh, yeah! Yeah, I was confused for a sec. Yeah, this is kind of a weird angle to be, like, recording at. It's just, like, a front-facing phone camera, and I assume she's, like, sitting in an armchair, just staring at stuff. It's kind of weird.
I can understand how that can come off as me trying to hide it. So I wanted to say it in a video. I made a huge mistake.
Yeah, even more power to her that she isn't just, like, it's not like she's just silently trying to remove that section of the video and then claim that she never made that accusation. It's not like that, right? She's making a video, like, literally self-reporting that she was wrong, which is kind of the gold standard of how you do these sorts of things. So
I did not look as deeply into the situation as I should have. I acknowledge that mistake, and I apologize. I'm not going to say the person's name because, again, I censored it before and I don't want to put his name out there all of a sudden. But since I'm sure he's going to be watching this, I'm very sorry that I ran with misinformation. And I'm very sorry that I put that out there. And I just... this whole thing's been a mess. Anyway, I felt like it was only appropriate to address...
Okay, now she's kind of just repeating herself. I get the gist of this. Oh god, she goes on for a while. She kind of is just rambling now.
Never sent
Which is
it
fair.
to me.
I do the same thing, so I don't blame her for it.
If I had seen it...
Yeah, looks good. Looks. Heck.
I would not have included that segment in the video at all, or I would have heavily rewritten it.
It's a surprise tool that can help us later.
Both have went on to claim that they were just misinformed. So let's take a second look. For you to grasp just how deep this grave that they've dug really is, we're going to need to go back just a little bit. Just about a month or two. To keep the two censored as they've moved on.
A month or two in context of 2020, August of 2020. Okay.
I will refer to the individuals as Person A and Person B. Person A is the one who sent the photo, and Person B was the one who received the photo. A sent B the photo on June 30th of 2020.
Hold up. Okay. So this is it. I assume their names are censored. Oh no. So is this... Okay, Person A says, oh no, they said hot. I'm scared. This is on June 30th of 2020. Person B says, wait, hold on. Send here. Frowny emoji. Send here. And then I assume Person A sends the photo. So you could argue that this is Person B saying, send me the photo. Although, I will say, there isn't much other context to this picture. The only context we get is Person A saying, oh no, they said hot, I'm scared. Who's they? What are they saying hot to? And then I assume Person A sent this photo, this shirtless photo, to someone else, and that other person said, hey, looks hot. And then Person A goes to Person B and says, wow, they said I looked hot. And then Person B says, wait, hold on, send here to, I guess, judge for themselves. And then the photo is sent. That's my best understanding of what this screenshot says, right? Okay.
A shirtless photo, but I am keeping it censored regardless. The two later fell out. What kicked this situation off was Person A joining Nezzie Monster's Discord server on August 23rd or 24th.
Okay, so this looks like the opposite of what was claimed? Well, yeah. I'm assuming so, yeah.
B was in the server and apparently told Nezzie Monster she was uncomfortable because Person A sent the shirtless photo to her.
Yeah, and then these claims were made like 2 months after. So it wasn't like this happened out of the blue, and then Person B said, oh my god, I can't believe you just did this, and spread it around. Man, internet drama's confusing. It seems like, again, they had a falling out, friendship-wise. And then I think they both ended up in Nezzie Monster's server. And then Person B said, by the way, this person sexually harassed me just to make them look bad. And then used that as evidence. Maybe cropped the evidence, who knows, right?
In response, Nezzie Monster decided to make a public announcement that Person A was being banned for sexually harassing a member of the server.
I just want to read it, bro. Okay. Nezzie Monster, this is August 24th. So yeah, the photo was sent on June 30th. This is August 24th, so this is like almost 2 months later. Nezzie Monster says, hey yo, 2 videos should hopefully be out. Oh wait, never, the wrong thing. Blank has been banned for sexually harassing a member of the server. Please stay away from them. Do not interact with them. Oh my god, how horrible. Yeah, it seems like Nezzie really jumped the gun and just pressed the panic button. I mean, she says herself that she panicked and didn't handle it correctly, so she owns up to that. But yeah, this is definitely an over-exaggeration for a minor sending a shirtless pic to what I assume is another minor. It's not even pornographic in any way.
Friends of mine joined the server to defend Person A, which resulted in Nezzie's admins and her accusing all of them of having participated in the sexual harassment. Because I guess somehow they took turns sending Person B shirtless photos. I don't fucking know.
Interesting, okay.
Unfortunately, because Nezzie deleted this announcement, I don't have the screenshot of it. But I do have a screenshot of them admitting to being wrong about friends participating.
Wow, so this all happened in one day. Jesus Christ. Okay. So this is like the same day. Nezzie Monster says, everyone, there has been a misunderstanding. Argentum is blank, and while the others know him, they were not involved with the sexual harassment. So what Akumu is saying is that a couple of his friends went into the server to defend Person A. And then Nezzie accused them in an announcement that wasn't screenshotted that they were also like in league with the sexual harassment, like involved in it somehow. And then Nezzie then put out another post on the same day, taking back the first statement and said, there's been a misunderstanding. They were not, so she's not taking back the entire accusation, but she is taking back, like, blaming others or accusing others of also being involved in it. Okay. And then Purple Min says, I have been informed that Joseph Kuhn, Trello, and Park Chops did not participate in the harassment. I apologize for my idiocy. And then Purple Derp Lord, wonderful names, says, I take full responsibility for this. This mistake was caused by a miscommunication on my part. I apologize for this, and I will make sure this doesn't happen again in the future. So it seems like this was all sort of rectified all in one day. Just seems like it was a flurry of accusations, hurled left and right, yada yada yada.
Participating. I joined and went to speak with Nezzie Monster about this, and I sent her a total of 15 or 16 screenshots, none of which were
kids just being internet's on the idiot. Kids just being idiots on the internet, not knowing what big serious accusations are. I mean, yeah, that's just par for the course, right?
cropped to only say send here. The last screenshot I sent Nezzie is where Person A was told.
Akumu, you know this is really hard to read. Okay, so I assume this is Akumu screenshotting his DMs with Nezzie Monster. And he sent Nezzie Monster screenshots to try and prove Person A's innocence. So these are screenshots. Can you see them on stream? Well, you can't read it, so I'll read it to you. These are the screenshots. I can barely read that, by the way. That he is sending to Nezzie. I assume this is Akumu sending it to Nezzie. It's hard to tell because of the way it's framed here. It has someone saying, you are buff, holy wow. I'm sorry, I never just expected that. Lamau. Okay, something. They said hot. Oh no, they said hot, I'm scared. Wait. I'm trying to read the dates on these. Okay. Fuck, man, this is so hard to read. June. Okay, so this screenshot is the same one that we saw where they're like, oh, send the picture, and then he sends them the shirtless picture, right? This happens at June 30th, 10:29, right? it's so hard to, I have my glasses on too, so I'm not just blind. And then the next one, he sends the picture at 10:39 p.m. God, I feel you, dude. My grammar is also dying. Just like my avatar is constantly dying. Okay. Jesus Christ. Alright, and so, but the screenshot above it, I feel like he sent these out of order to Nezzie Monster, because the screenshot above it has someone saying, in all caps, you are buff, holy wow. And then at 10:47 p.m., I'm assuming this is Person A, alcohol not recommended for commentary, yeah. I can tell you that. Coffee, also not recommended for commentary, at least not immediately after drinking it. So I'm assuming Person B is saying, you are buff, holy wow. So that doesn't sound like someone saying, like, I'm uncomfortable that you just sent me this photo. It sounds like Person B is saying, holy shit, you are buff. That is not a declaration of discomfort by any standards. Yeah, okay, so the top part, comes after the bottom part. So I can only assume, like, with the timestamps being so close together, only minutes apart, like only 10-minute, there's only a 10-minute distance between the photo being sent and these replies. So it must be from the same conversation. So yeah, definitely not sent unsolicited like person B tried to make it out to be. So anyway, we have those screenshots. I'm too drunk for this. Don't worry, Raz. Just sit back and enjoy yourself. You know, do whatever it feels fun, right? If it's fun and it's free, do it, right? Okay. So we have that, and he sent these screenshots to Nezzie Monster and says, like I said, I wish I knew when, like, the date that Akumu was saying this. I assume it's on the 24th of August. But Akumu says, like I said, going off on a one-sided argument blaming him for what they both did. Let alone, I have more two-faced behavior that I can't mention because it has nothing to do with you. Okay.
Told by person B to send here in regards to the shirtless image. All of the screenshots were from months before because the event happened 2 months prior to the situation in Nezzie Monster's Discord.
Right.
The photo was sent on June 30th, and the situation in Nezzie's server...
Yeah. Join in all you want, Wrath. I don't mind.
The DMs between me and her were on August 24th. In our DMs, Nezzie resorted to bringing up irrelevant shit, such as person A's thoughts on person B's boyfriend, trying to accuse me of accusing Lucy, Fuchsia...
Wait, okay. This is interesting that he's saying. Because Nezzie... Hang on.
Regards to the shirtless image. All of the screenshots were from months before because the event happened 2 months prior to the situation in Nezzie Monster's Discord. The photo was sent on June 30th, and the situation in Nezzie's server and the DMs between me and her were on August 24th. In our DMs, Nezzie resorted to bringing up irrelevant shit, such as person A's...
She resorted to bringing up irrelevant shit in response.
Thoughts on person B's boyfriend, trying to accuse me of accusing Lucy, Fuchsia Butters, of being a pedophile, then proceeded to ask me if they were doing something sexual in the My Hero Academia porn that Fuchsia Butters liked, and when told yes, asked, "The server's been deleted, so why is it still a problem if you don't mind me asking?" And then resorted to the fucking victim card. And what?
Okay, so he makes the claim that, from what I can tell, Akumu went to Nezzie Monster with these screenshots. And just from the way he's presenting it here, or the way he's, like, playing it out here, he's making it sound like he went to her, showing her these screenshots. Like, just basically, debunking the accusation. And from the way he says this, he implies that Nezzie Monster just jumps straight into, like, irrelevant shit, as he puts it. Like saying, well, why'd you call Lucy a pedophile? Well, what about this? Well, what about that? Although, Nezzie... okay, hold on. This is 8:51. Nezzie says in her, falsely accused proceeded to send me screenshots that were not related to the situation and in fact from months before. Okay, well that checks out, because the shirtless picture happened months before. But then, Akumu says that she resorts to bringing up irrelevant shit. Although I noticed, because I read it out loud, I noticed... in this screenshot of Akumu talking to Nezzie, Akumu says, let alone, I have more two-faced behavior that I can't mention because it has nothing to do with you. I can only assume, well, if someone says, I've noticed other two-faced behavior that I can't mention because it has nothing to do with you, technically, Akumu's the one who's brought up the irrelevant shit, not Nezzie Monster. So, Akumu's the one who diverted the conversation into other irrelevant shit that had nothing to do with Nezzie, and I assume that is the line of reasoning or whatever that went into the aforementioned discussions that happened after this. So, it's not like she resorted to jumping into irrelevant shit as a way of deflecting, because Akumu seems to be the one that brought it up in the first place, so this part is a bit shaky, in my opinion.
Such as person A's thoughts on person B's boyfriend, trying to accuse me of accusing Lucy, Fuchsia Butters.
Okay, ask him yourself. I am Akumu. Nezzie Monster says, didn't you call Lucy a pedo too? Akumu says, wrong. Is this Akumu? Is this Akumu? I mean, I assume so, because he says, okay. Sorry, anyway, Akumu says wrong. I proved Lucy liked underage character porn, not child porn. Well, isn't that the same thing though? Those two are